Hi, I'm Monica Malpass here at the New York Stock Exchange for New to the Street and Fintech TV. Welcome. And we have the pleasure of having not one but two guests today. We have Pablo Mavrides. He is the Senior Managing Director of Maxim Group's Investment Banking Division. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
Douglas Anderson, great to have you back. He is, of course, Chairman of Metaterra Holdings, as well as CEO of Wall Street Capital Partners and Chairman of the new Bucharest Capital Airport. So a man with at least three, if not more, hats. Great to have you both.
Great to be here, Monica. Thank you.
There are some exciting possibilities, collaborations that you are both considering for your companies. Tell us a little bit about that, Douglas.
Well, you know, Metaterra Holdings has kind of reached a point where we want to reach out to a strong banking firm on Wall Street to partner with us and shepherd us through an uplisting process onto the Nasdaq main board as quickly as we can. I can announce that we've acquired a shell company. Metaterra Holdings Inc. has acquired a shell company. We're going to reverse into that shell company, and at that stage it's time for us to engage a great firm. And I've known Maxim for many years, and Pavlos is a good friend of mine, and I can't think of anyone we'd rather be with. So we're exploring that right now. We're going to try and get that papered up and get on the road to success.
Wonderful.
Another great thing about Maxim is, as I said, they've been on the street for many years. They collaborated with and closed around 18 billion in the aggregate of transactions last year, and they're growing. And they're also extremely comfortable in the space that we're going in, because we're talking about tokenizing. Basically, with this airport, we'll have the largest tokenized asset in the world.
Wow.
And to have a firm that's comfortable in the emerging market, comfortable in cross-listing, comfortable in crypto and tokenization, all of those things, Maxim's a perfect firm for that.
In fact, your firm had its roots in South African banking, and then for 23 years you've been doing much more in other areas. Tell me a little bit, for folks who don't know Maxim Group, tell us the backstory.
Certainly. Maxim Group was actually founded in 2002 as a spin-out from the investment banking division of Investec, a South African bank. And since then, we're an employee-owned firm. We're 100% employee-owned. We're a full-service investment bank. We've grown to about 250 professionals, and in addition to investment banking, which is my division, we have, I consider investment banking really to be the hub of a full-service bank. We have asset management. We have about 30,000 retail accounts comprising roughly between 4.5 and 5 billion of assets under management.
Terrific.
We also have sales and trading and capital markets on the equity side, and we have equity research. We have independent group of equity research analysts cover about 275 companies in sectors ranging from, really it's all sectors. It's going from oncology on the healthcare space all the way down to infrastructure and basic industries. And one thing in particular that where we see this potential collaboration is very exciting is that it feeds into certain strengths for Maxim. Infrastructure is a core strength for Maxim. Regionally, Maxim is very comfortable in global emerging markets, and Maxim is also very comfortable in the digital asset space, which is a relatively new space, but it's one that we're comfortable with.
Terrific.
And financial technology and fintech is also an area we're comfortable with. Given that this opportunity marries all of those, it's one that we're very eager to dive into, and certainly to dive into Doug, who I've known for some time. It's a very exciting opportunity.
And as Douglas mentioned, your company has a specialty, if you want to call it that, in emerging markets. 40 to 45% of your business has, for years, done the very area of expertise. So tell me a little bit more about what's exciting in the emerging markets and why you enjoy business with that area.
Well, emerging markets is a fascinating area because what makes a market emerging in many cases has to do with demographic trends, right? And if you look at what makes America as successful as it is, you go back to the 1950s and 1960s. You look at the demographic pyramid. You look at the youth of that population, people coming into buying their first homes, buying their first cars, and that leads to growth. And that same, when you look at emerging markets, many emerging markets, including Romania, have demographic pyramids that are very, very similar to the US at that period of time. So that makes it extremely exciting. We also have a team, we have the benefit of having a team that speaks multiple languages, has worked in multiple regions, and is comfortable working with multiple regions. I think that's one of the reasons why it's an area that Maxim has always traditionally been involved in addition to working with, although most of our transactions in any given year will be for companies headquartered in the U.S.,
right.
We are very interested in, and it's something that not only we're not afraid of, but it's something that we believe is a great challenge, and it's also consistent with where a lot of institutional and retail investor interest is in diversification and in investing and having exposure to emerging and growing markets.
This particular project is on its own the most transformative project that anyone, I guess, could imagine for Bucharest, Romania. It literally will triple the amount of airspace that can be served for that region. It will bring all kinds of trade options. Tell us more about that, Douglas.
Yeah, I can't wait for the effects of what this is going to have on such a dynamic, what I believe is a strong emerging market, Romania. Why? Because the current airport they have is grossly insufficient for their potential. Right now it services maybe 14 million passengers and zero cargo. The new airport we're contemplating, we're looking at 40 million passengers per year and 1 million cargo tons. So it'll have a significant impact on the region. And Romania's been working hard for years, developing great rail systems, great ring systems for the city, the brand new roads that connect to this new airport project. And I've picked a fabulous name for the airport, by the way. We're going to call it Vlad III Bucharest International Airport. And for those of you that know a little bit about history, Vlad III has another name. He went by the name of Dracula, which was given to him, well, it was given to his father by the Holy Roman Emperor. And he's also the founder of Bucharest.
Oh. And
so not a lot of people knew that, you know, he was a defender of the faith, really, you know, and he really was a key historical figure for that country, and to give that moniker, I think a lot of people want to land in Dracula Airport, you know, and
what an icon, absolutely.
Absolutely, and so we're going to be announcing a token pretty soon, and I think people will be very excited about that, and I can't wait to unleash that. But yeah, this is a terrific asset to tokenize, and we hope we get Maxim to work with us on this, because in my opinion, they're the best firm for this.
Wonderful. And we're talking about cargo currently being driven across borders because it isn't
yeah,
able to be...
Yeah, it's literally flown into Hungary and trucked across the border. It's really inefficient, and I think it's going to have a great effect on prices.
Right.
It's going to have a huge effect on jobs. Virtually, you're building a city around this airport. We're looking at about a $2.5 to $3 billion investment to do the whole thing, 50,000 jobs.
And in a span of 2 years?
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible.
We're moving very rapidly. Our first investments are coming in right now, so we're not screwing around.
Right. And you have the approval, so you're good to go.
We actually have the mayor of the city, the village that this is going to be located at, flying into New York for an event that we're going to announce that. And we'll bring him to the floor of the stock exchange and make that announcement. I don't know how much stronger we can get than that.
Right, absolutely.
So we're very excited about this.
How incredible. Let's talk a little bit more about what a partnership and a collaboration might entail. What do you foresee from both of you? We'll start with you.
Oh, for what I foresee after we're very eager to dive in, to meet the principals, and to do the diligence that we need to do, which we're very comfortable doing. And for us, given that they're looking at they're merging into a shell that they've acquired. We've worked on, very experienced at working with uplists for companies that do a reverse merger and then doing an uplist into. That's something that we're extremely comfortable with. So what we envision is a detailed due diligence process, exploring, the different risks, the different opportunities, really exploring those in detail, and then advising them on the best path, right, to go public once the necessary requirements are met for qualification, not just in a disclosure basis with the SEC, but also for qualifying with exchange. So we envision working and collaborating together with the principals and with the chairman, with Douglas, to advise them on the most expeditious path to do that.
And what do you foresee?
Well, the good news is we've both been down this road before, so this isn't our first rodeo. In fact, I have rodeos about 2-3 times a year. So we know what we're doing. Pablos and I are very good friends. I've known him for a long time. I have a high degree of respect for him. Yale Law, and he's one of the top guys over there.
Yale undergrad, Columbia Law.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Both wonderful.
Yeah, there's
alumni base.
Both Ivy League.
Exactly.
Okay,
I think you nailed it twice.
So we're very excited about it, and as Pablos mentioned, I mean, there's a lot of work to do, but we've got the top guys in the business. We've got Markham as an auditor. We're bringing in a very strong legal team so that the process will be smooth and quick and compliant, and that's what's most important.
Wonderful. And you mentioned that it does bring together 3 aspects of business that you excel in. You said global infrastructure, fintech, and digital assets. There might not be that many projects that have all 3.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's why I believe it's a project that, from the diligence perspective, that we're very comfortable diving into, because these are very disparate assets that are rare to be brought together into one project. And there are 3 areas that we're extremely comfortable with, that we cover. We have research coverage in all of those areas. We have research analysts that cover all of those areas, and we've done a number of transactions in all of those areas. So and looking into these aspects and being comfortable that we can collaborate, not just in the going public process, but also supporting the company afterwards with respect to their goals. We believe it could be a great potential fit for us. So we're very excited about it.
Decades of growth potential, clearly.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, I mean, our board of advisors includes a co-founder of Carlyle Group, a $500 billion fund, former editor of Wall Street Journal, economist who understands global growth and where we're going with this, and then some tech titans, and we're also bringing in blockchain titans and crypto titans.
Okay.
I mean, so we're covering all the bases, and that's what you need, really. You need a strong team. If you've got a strong team, you can make big results.
Right. Incredible impact. It sounds like a marriage made in heaven. Well, thank you so much, Pablo Mavrides with Maxim Group. We appreciate you being here. Douglas Anderson, of course, with Wall Street Capital Partners in Metaterra.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, and we wish you both the very best. Good luck.